And we are back here at Panther Gymnasium as we've got one last hoorah between Jessieville and Centerpoint. Now we're on the senior boys side of the bracket as we have the last game of the tournament. I'm still joined by Will Kazay, freshman here at Cove High School, and so we have got a minute 9 until we tip this one off here at Panther Gymnasium. And so I'm looking at the matchup down low, Tate Spray and Emmanuel Precop. You know, they've both been impact players. Coach White and Coach Owens looking to going at it right here, trying to get something going and take a title back to their respective schools. And so it ought to be a good one here. So we are about to get it underway here in the Cove for one last time. So here we go.
I mean, I think I'd add someone else as an impact player. Morrow on Jessieville's team. If I remember correctly, he's
really their main ball handler. He will, and he's very, very elusive. I expect him and Nathan Rogers. If Centerpoint runs man, I expect him to be paired up with Rogers or Oosterhouse. So we'll have to see. So it's going to be Diggs, Spray, Helms, Rogers, and Oosterhouse, Zach Oosterhouse, the older brother of Ben Oosterhouse.
On Jessieville's side, it is Precop, Goodwin.
And so then it's going to be Johnson, Boyce, and Morrow. And Precop wins the tip, and that is going to be Boyce that comes down with it. And there's who you're talking about right there, Spencer Morrow, the senior. He's the one in the white headband on the far side. And here's the matchup I'm watching. And it looks like that Spray will win the first one as he deflected Precop shot. So Precop versus Spray. That is the matchup I'm looking at. And the three
Morrow for three, and
that one no good. And so that will be off of a Lions. So Drew Diggs will inbound the ball to Rogers. Oosterhouse coming up this sideline now to Diggs.
They're running, it looks like Jessieville is running man-to-man.
And inside, Precop Spray, and Spray takes advantage. He puts Centerpoint on the board first.
Precop might be a little bit taller than Spray, but Spray is certainly a lot more aggressive, and that's right now is what is winning the battle between the two. Precop going up.
And he will be fouled. And that right there, getting either one of those in foul trouble is going to hurt you. Because if Precop gets in foul trouble, Jessieville is not going to have a defensive answer for Spray. But if Spray gets in foul trouble, then Centerpoint's not going to have a defensive answer for Precop. And Precop converts on that first one.
And you also have to remember, I was talking about this a lot for the first game I called, or not today, but on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Jessieville has such a unique size advantage over teams, and if Spray gets fouled or gets in foul trouble or fouled out, then they suddenly have one of their tallest guys out of the game.
Yeah. And
working around the outside,
passes
it into Spray. Spray up, and it is good again.
Wow. Tate Spray, and he's only a junior.
He's imposing his will on Precop right now, and for three.
And that was good just off the mark. And now Johnson back to Morrow at the top of the key.
Morrow trying to work it forward, but being driven back.
Trying to set something up right there as he gets it over here to this side to Goodwin. Up to
Precop on the outside.
He's going to take a three. That's off the front of the iron. Rebound there, and both teams are wanting to run. There's Rogers going up the far side. As they're going to go cross court as that pass is deflected and Drew Diggs comes away with it.
It looks like both teams are running man-to-man, at least so far.
I really kind of expected that out of both teams, and so have to see how that goes. And we have a foul call on Jessieville as that one is going to be, let's see who they call that one. That one's going to be on Boyce.
Here's something from my experience as a junior high basketball player. We played Jessieville's junior high team earlier in the year. They were also running man-to-man.
Wonder if that's a system that they run. They just all their boys teams run man-to-man. I don't know. But I kind of expected both teams to come out man-to-man just with how athletic both teams are and how they size up against one another. So.
And with the junior high team actually squaring off against Centerpoint in the Poen tournament, it would be interesting to see if they did it as well, but that's a discussion for later.
So here comes Johnson and the offense. They get it and over. That's boys for three.
And just rims out.
Yeah, and Jessieville not able to find really any offense past those 2 free throws from Emmanuel Prekop.
I mean, it's just their threes and their twos are just getting so close, and they're just not falling.
And there it is. That is what they're going to have to do for Spray is they're going to have to time up. They're going to have to get the jump ball calls, but not the fouls.
However, as of so far, Prekop doesn't have a foul and Spray does, even though 1 foul doesn't mean much, but eventually it could add up. Because even if you have 1 foul per quarter, you could force Spray to be out for the first half of the 4th quarter just out of fear of him fouling out.
Yeah, and if you foul out Spray, and they're going to call that one on Spray.
And that's 2 on Spray so far. And
who is sizable enough to pair up with him on Centerpoint? I don't know. And he will take a seat, and they're going to try to put number 12. That is Brentley Vick, a senior, going to pair up with him.
They might put
I would put Diggs on him, 25.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a coach, but
you could put number 11 on him. It's just he might be a bit shorter than those two. They're having trouble right there.
Well, 12. Vick has got height with him as they get inside the Prekop.
Prekop goes up.
He goes up, and that's a block there from Vick, and that proves that Vick needs to be the person on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they called a timeout that he might change that up and put him on Prekop.
Well, Vick has been on Prekop, and that is laid in by Drew Diggs.
And
so a 6-2 lead for Centerpoint.
Well, bringing it back up to the middle, passes it out to Johnson. Johnson bringing it back.
And they're going to call it a carry on Johnson. So it looks like Hunter Pye is going to check in, and Johnson is going to take a seat after that carry. So it's going to be Oosterhouse to bring it up the floor.
And they throw it out of bounds on accident. Jessieville ball now.
Yeah, that will be Jessieville ball after the turnover.
Good one, threw it in tomorrow. Seems like Jessieville's trying to.
And they're going to call a walk. That's on Hunter Pye.
And for your information, if any SEC fans are out there, Alabama has beaten Georgia in the SEC championship game.
27-24. So you want to talk about college football playoff shakeup now.
I mean, Texas has won already, and if either Florida State or Michigan lose.
I don't see Michigan losing, though.
Yeah, it'd be a miracle.
And Prekop goes up, cannot get the bucket, but gets the foul on Vick.
I mean, I'll give Iowa this. They have an excellent defense they traditionally have. It's just their offense. Yeah, their offense isn't as good. Even last year, they had a 7-3 game against South Dakota State, and it wasn't even touchdowns. It was a field goal and 2 safeties. So Iowa's offense may be a bit suspect, but we'll see if it's better this year.
And Prekop gets that one to fall. So Prekop's free throws have been the only source of offense for Jessieville thus far, as we are got 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And so now a turnover there and a 3, and that one rattles in and out.
They just can't get their threes to seem to fall.
No. And that is Rogers to Vick, back to Rogers in the corner. Got Morrow on him. There's Oosterhouse inside. And across to Rogers. Excuse me, that is Vick. And Vick's going to go up and Precop with the rebound. Morrow pushing it up the floor. Wines in between defenders, going to kick it out. A three, and that one is up, and that one is good. Zen Danger with the three.
And that is just what they needed. They needed one of their threes to fall, and they finally have. Let's see if that's a spark for the rest of their offense. Morrow shoots it back up to Dinger again. Dinger from three from,
Yeah, just off the mark there from Dinger. And getting back now is Oosterhouse. Oosterhouse to over there in the corner. That's Rogers over there inside to Diggs. Diggs up. Shot no good. No foul call. Precop with the rebound.
Morrow trying to bring it in.
And a three.
That's a good win. And he makes it.
Back-to-back threes for Centerpoint has put them only down 3.
If I counted right, they were 0 for 3 on their first 3 threes, and now they're 2 for 3 in their previous 3.
That's Oosterhouse on the drive, going to kick to Vic. Beautiful pass inside to Diggs, back to Vic, and the shot no good with a foul.
I think that was on Precop, I think.
See if they call that one on Precop. No, that one's going to be on Dinger.
And substitutions in for Centerpoint. That would be Diggs and Oosterhouse out.
And that's going to be pushed up the floor.
And Goodwin
there.
passes by all the defense, and Morrow gets the ball as that drive degraded, but they bring it back
pump
out.
Fake long two, and that one is off the mark there from Pye. And so now they're pushing it up the floor, and Vic cannot control it.
It's just simple things like that, errant passes, that can cost you a game if they add up. It's too early to say that yet since it's still a 1-point game in the first quarter, but eventually that could add up.
Pye has it there, hands it off to Morrow.
Back to Morrow.
And there's the three from
Dinger misses.
No good. Offensive rebound, though. Back
Morrow for 3.
A beautiful shot, but just can't get it to fall.
And Centerpoint taking it up the court. And
blocked!
Blocked by Dinger. That was such an incredible play.
Yeah, and this Jessieville team is
If
definitely got the energy.
And if he'd knocked that back in, that would have been points.
Yeah.
But just too far out of bounds.
So they get it in there to Rogers. And we have a travel.
And it looks like Jessieville has taken Precop out. Yes, he is out. Morrow.
Yeah, they're kind of go with a smaller lineup here as they put Johnson in. More of a shooting lineup.
Morrow passes it out.
And a deep three, and that one is off the mark there from Goodwin, as that will be a turnover, and so Centerpoint will get the ball there.
And these missed 3-pointers are just killing them.
They're just not being able to convert on them.
Yeah, I think I'm just taking a wild guess at this point, but I'm thinking they missed 6 or 7 so far.
Oh, yeah.
And if they made even half of those, that score would be a lot more lopsided. They drive it in. Ooh, the tough shot barely missed.
And
they throw it up the court. And
that's a turnover.
Boyce saved it for Jessieville, but Jessieville couldn't get a hand on it. Passing it down inside, trying to take advantage of the lesser size so far for Jessieville, and
that's going to be off Rogers, and so that will be Jessieville ball. So Dinger's going to come in, and Powell will take a seat.
It's just simple turnovers that are keeping this game close right now. And
For both teams, really.
yeah, and the fact that neither side's really making their shots right now, it's just, this is the reason the game's close. Even though, who knows, last game there were, I think, like 30 points odd scored in the third quarter, so we can see what happens if they have a quarter like that somewhere along the line or not.
10 seconds left to go here.
And Boyce has it. Boyce driving in. And he makes the tough floater.
And that will do it. Jackson Boyce, the senior, coming up clutch as he extends the lead to 3. And so that's a low-scoring first quarter, an 11-8 lead for the Lions. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Are you broke down on the side of Interstate 30? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. Are you locked out of your car? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. For any towing recovery lockout needs, call Bailey's Towing and Recovery at 501-332-3400. Again, that number is 501-332-3400. Thank you for your business.
And we are back here at Panther Gymnasium as we have got 1 quarter until halftime here at the Senior Boys, the final game of the Battle at the Cove tournament. So we'll have to see how this one shakes out.
And this has been a relatively low-scoring affair so far, just because of reasons like that, turnovers, as you just saw, and also because of missed opportunities from three-point land on the half of Jessieville, and just some very well contested shots by Jessieville against Centerpoint. So it'd be interesting to see if they can change that. If they can change it and make more shots and commit less turnovers, this game could turn around very quickly.
So there is the cut there from Oosterhouse, and the shot is good. So that makes it a 1-point game. And the ball
and they get it. They get it.
And Vic's going to go up and draw the foul.
That was almost a perfect inbound point score for the defending team of Centerpoint. So, I mean, you just don't see many of those because it's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's just second free throw. Up and good.
So 2 for 2 there from the line. Jessieville gets it in here.
Morrow's handling.
He gets it across half court right there. Now looking for somewhere to go with it.
And Pye has the ball. Goodwin trying to find somewhere to go with it. He drives in. 15 seconds left on shot clock.
He's going to kick it across.
Out to Danger. And Danger
just misses there.
And those are some of the hardest shots to hit simply because you're going backwards and you're guarded. Oh, that was a tough layup. Good.
And so that will give a 3-point lead, and Coach White wants a timeout. And so, like we said earlier, Alabama just beat Georgia. So we'll get your opinion on this, Will. Who do you think should be the 4 teams in the playoff now that Washington defeated Oregon last night? Georgia loses to Bama.
Well, really, I can't have a very good opinion right now because if you look at the rankings right now, Florida State is still yet to play, and they have a Louisville team that can still beat them. Louisville, regardless, won't get in the playoffs now with the win of Texas. However, Georgia is interesting because they may drop out and Alabama could rush up to replace them. Texas is pretty much a shoo-in anymore. And if Michigan wins, they're guaranteed in. And if Florida State wins,
they're guaranteed in. So, and we are back here to basketball. And so here we go.
Good one working around the arc. Still in man-to-man.
Yeah, I bet they stay in that the entire game. And the pump fake three, not going to drive. Gets the ball back. That's Pye going to go cross court. And Goodwin is able to save it and going to drive
8 seconds left on shot clock. 5.
And a three for Morrow off the
Just
front of the
no
iron.
good.
And a tie up there on the floor. So now Johnson will check in for Morrow.
And they get it into Prycop. And that's a charge.
Able to draw the charge right there.
And that's on Precop, so it is huge for Centerpoint to get as many fouls on him as he can.
Yeah, that's only his first, though, and Spray has 2.
And Spray's been sitting on the bench since he had a second foul, so it'll be interesting to see when they get it back in.
And Precop saves that one, another turnover. They get that one to Johnson. Johnson, the main ball handler, and Morrow is out. As he backs that one up, see if Precop can get something going down low. And they get it into him. The big fella down low, up, and they're going to call the travel.
Neither Precop hasn't been able to get much done this game. It's just they've been able to lock him up, which is huge for Centerpoint. And travel on Centerpoint. So if they can keep Precop relatively locked down, they should be good.
Yeah, unless the outside shooting gets fired up for Jessieville, which it has in the past. So I have to see how they handle that.
Yeah, they've made only 2, I believe, so far this game. So it'll be interesting to see if that'll heat back up again. They'll do another run of 2 straight.
See what they can do. And the feed inside. Oh, just a miss.
And I'm not sure what happened there, but it is Centerpoint's ball.
Pye tipped it out of the hands, and that will be Centerpoint ball. It's going to be Helms to inbound here to Vic. Still a 3-point game. It feels like that Centerpoint has a lot more of a lead, but it's only 3 points, a one-possession game.
Yeah, and contrary to the last game, the defenses have been stepping up. Even though, granted, it was only like 9-point lead or so at the half. And Johnson gets the steal, and he goes up for the layup.
Yeah, that's going to draw within a 1-point game, so we'll have to see how they can respond. As that is Helms at the top of the key with the ball over there into Rogers' arms. Fighting for position
Try and work it in, it fails.
And it's going to be one-on-one.
And
it's
Johnson
Helms
goes up again, and he makes a second straight layup. And it is amazing how quickly momentum changes in this sport.
Yeah, that's Bryson Johnson. He's a junior at Jessieville. He makes that one. They get it across the court. And
they faked him out.
Yeah, able to get them off their feet and get just inside the 3-line and drain that 2.
A good pump fake can get you open from like craziness. Like
if it's smooth enough, it can get you open.
Yeah, there was one time.
And there's the 3, and that one is good. Matt Goodwin, the senior.
It'll be interesting to see whether that can spark the rest of the 3-point shooters.
Well, I want to curious if it sparks the defense. As that one is up, no good.
And
rebound there.
They fail to get the rebound.
Yeah, that's
what kills defenses. Is like you might be a lot better than them, and you might force them to take 5 shots, but if they get 5 rebounds and put 1 up, eventually they'll make it.
Yeah.
It's what kills junior high teams in specific.
And there's another 3. That one's no good. as it's going to be Oosterhouse across.
And takes it up and,
And now both teams are just running. That's
Good.
going to be
Good
Goodwin
one.
that stops it right there. Gets it set back up with Johnson, now over to Pye.
Back to Goodwin and thought about it, drove in.
And now Pye will take the three, and Hunter Pye buries that one. And Jessieville is starting to take hold of this game.
They're trying to get something set up. If I had to take a guess, probably trying to get something set up inside.
Yeah, you wonder if they go in there to
And they drive it in.
And shot no good. Rebound there by Johnson. So now Pye going to bring it up the floor. Slows it down. Now going to push the lane. And he will lose the dribble on that one. So Morrow, Dinger, and Boyce will check back in. So here it is as Helms is going to have it. Red Helms.
Still running man-to-man per expected.
Getting it over, trying to work the perimeter.
If I had to take a guess at what they're trying to do right now, it's trying to spread them out. That's the real only way you can get through man-to-man, and just like that. And they make it.
The three from Red Helms, able to spread out the man-to-man defense and now draw it back within the three-point game.
And that's just what you want to do. You either get a screen or you just keep on passing it around until someone's wide open and pass it to them, and either they make it or they don't.
That's the probability of a basketball shot, is they make it or they don't. Inside the pre-cop. And they do not call the charge and lay it in. Emmanuel Precop, the sophomore.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the first time I've really seen him dominate the paint tonight.
Yeah, well, he's definitely got the size advantage down there now. And up and in and one. Wow, what a play there from Nathan Rogers, the senior, as that foul is going to be, it's on number, let's see who they call that one on. That one's going to be on Jaden Johnson, who takes a seat.
It'll be interesting to see, since both of their bigs on Jessieville and Centerpoint have at least one foul.
Yeah. And he converts the three-point play to make it a one-point game here at Panther Gymnasium with a minute to go until half.
The offense has really started to pick up. There's been 12 points in this quarter for Jessieville and 13 for Centerpoint.
And inside, and there's Drew Diggs making a difference as he bats the ball away, trying to get inside the pre-cup. And the lob inside to Diggs, up and in, and maybe Centerpoint has found something for Emmanuel Precop, and that may be Drew Diggs.
Indeed it is. He's been able to lock him up very good, and he capitalizes on the other end. They now have a one-point lead with 33 seconds left.
30 seconds left till half. Centerpoint takes the lead. Morrow going to drive the shot up,
and he makes
wow,
it.
What a fadeaway flater.
And these are just two incredible teams. It'll be fun the second half, I can already tell.
Diggs. Got 14 seconds left. Now going to float it over to Helms. They're going to take the last shot. Helms is going to try to take a three. He's going to pull up.
He pulls it, and he just misses.
Good.
But they get the layup. Wait, rebound. And
rebound is blocked.
And and they get the last second shot.
That is Drew Diggs.
Centerpoint and that's what I was talking about earlier. If you miss a few rebounds, it'll cost you eventually.
And it does there, and so Centerpoint will go into half the 1 point lead. What a senior boys title game it has been. And so we'll be back here in about 10 minutes with the second half.
My daughters grew up coming into this gas station when they were younger. Michaela, that's the co-owner, she graduated from Magnet, and so from kindergarten on through 12th grade, we would be in here every day getting a biscuit, or field trip day, you had to come in and get the sandwiches and the soda pops, and Mr. Harkins would fix you up right, and so it was a must-have. So we've just always loved it, and it was part of our family tradition, and so we just wanted to bring it on to the next round of kids. We, of course, had to pay homage to the Panthers across the street because they're such a huge part of this community, and then you can't pass by without seeing them, so it was Panther Pass, of course, and then the grocery and gas just kind of was very fitting and catchy and just went along well. A lot of people say that the hamburgers are, kind of worth stopping for, but, we have a pretty diverse little menu for a gas station. And, we've got kind of neat creations that you're not going to find anywhere else. We've got the new Panther Pile Up, and that's kind of fun. And then we've got a huge burger on the menu, and a lot of people like to come in and try that. And then, in the mornings, we have a pretty good little breakfast buffet on Fridays and stuff when school's in session. And so, we have lots of yummy stuff, French toast and bacon and sausage and eggs and biscuits and gravy and casserole, and so a pretty good into your week start on your Friday. So just lots of little neat things. We love to give back to the community, so we always try to find a neat specials, kind of some home cooking. Here in Malvern you don't get too many choices for home cooking, so on our daily specials we try to go back, like we'll have the open roast beef sandwiches and mashed potatoes and gravy. Some weeks we've done meatloaf. Coming up, since it's January and all of us want to be healthy, Michaela just came up with a taco salad that's pretty yummy, I have to say. I just had it for lunch myself to try it out, and so I believe next Tuesday is going to be Taco Salad Tuesday, so y'all tune in for that. Well, I love the mushroom Swiss burger, but I like to put the grilled onions on it. And then some of our patrons that come in, they will also add A1 steak sauce on top of it. I'm just telling y'all, if you hadn't tried it, it's a must. You got to try it out. It's really good. So we're trying to have once a month like a little community event. So in January, we're going to try, weather permitted, to do something fun here. We love to let the kids come in. We've talked to some of the local churches and stuff like that about maybe doing a breakfast for the community. And just letting people come in, and it's free of charge, and have a breakfast on a Saturday morning or something. So we've thought about things like that. Of course, when the weather gets nice again, we'll do our movie nights, and we love to do that. Probably the spring we'll have to have a little spring dance or something for the kids. Graduation, we may put on something fun for graduation, like an after graduation thing. Just something that the kids have somewhere to go that's safe, and the families know that they're going to be okay. We're going to take care of them. So, we got lots of stuff in the woodwork, but, just some of it is weather permitting. And then as we grow and be able to utilize more space around here, that'll also help with being able to do more stuff.
Do you have some land you need cleared to build on? Call Hartzell Farms and Excavating. Do you need some excavation done on your property? Call Hartzell's Farms and Excavating. Hartzell's Farms and Excavating, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company with 20-plus years of experience in the construction business. Owner Vernon Hartzell will be happy to see how he and his crew can meet your needs. Free estimates can be given by calling number 870-210-0204. Again, that number is 870-210-0204. Thank you for your business.
And we are back here at Panther Gymnasium as Jessieville is still yet to emerge from the locker room. Centerpoint has come out. And it looks like Diggs and Spray are going to be in. Look at the starting five down there, Will. Spray and Diggs.
They look like they're trying to play bully ball the second half, or at least close to the definition of it. They're two guys that can match up with Prycop.
Yeah, Precop has definitely been the X factor. So there's Jessieville coming out of the locker room. I got them all hyped up, ready to go. So it's going to be Oosterhouse, Rogers, Spray, Helms, and Diggs for Centerpoint.
And then Precop.
The E is pronounced as an I.
Precop, Morrow, Johnson.
That's Boyce and
Goodwin,
yes. So Centerpoint has the ball here to start as they're up 1 here on almost turnover.
Now, speaking of Goodwin.
Yeah, Goodwin gets his hands up and gets his paws on that one.
Be interesting to see if it happens like last game, which was also Jessieville Centerpoint, and the scoring just like goes from like mid-level to like through the roof. Even though it is a lot more high-scoring game already than it was at the halftime of the other one. And Centerpoint, Oosterhouse throws it in. And it's up and in. And Morrow takes it up. And they're trying to work it around the outside. I think they're trying to stretch him thin and work it inside. And Precop misses the shot. And Johnson, he also misses the shot. And it stays down there, it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be Jessieville basketball there. They get it in tomorrow.
Work it up to Goodwin. Johnson.
And they're going to call a push. That's going to be on Johnson.
Johnson could have got that 3 up.
He could have, and he's a decent outside shooter, so.
Even though the decentness hadn't been. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is that they haven't been very good from range tonight.
Yeah, it's exactly how you say it, Will. Will is learning to call a game tonight in the biggest game of the Battle of the Cove tournament. And that right there is going to be the Achilles heel for Jessieville, is not getting back and letting Tate Spray get underneath and getting those baskets. So 5-point lead here for Centerpoint.
I'm just taking a guess at this point, but I don't think Precop is like used to having someone like Spray that can
Defending
go toe-to-toe with him.
So that makes it a 3-point game after that bucket on the Jessieville end. And here's the defense, and this game is starting to speed up, Will.
It indeed is. Their fans are starting to chant on the other side for Centerpoint, and when the crowd starts getting into it, the game gets very interesting.
And it usually speeds up. Okay, here's an interesting move.
And they take Precop and Boyce
out, and Carter Pimpkins will check in. No, excuse me, wrong roster. That's Jaden Johnson. Excuse me. Wrong roster. That's my bad. Oh, almost still there. Johnson, active hand. Got to get up on defense. They go straight up, and they are still able to lay it in. Drew Diggs carving away there. So now, and a steal. Oh, Tate Spray on the steal.
My.
The big man. And now
Concentration
Drew Diggs on the other end, shot no good. And that's going to be off of either Oosterhouse or Spray. I'm unsure. Both of them were down there. As one Oosterhouse is going to check out, another one is going to check in. So we are having a scoreboard issue. So the score is 32-27 Centerpoint lead with 5:45 left to go in the third. Centerpoint ball.
Working around the outside, they try and drive it in.
That's good when he tries to find, and they're up and in. Somebody got Spray. That's Jaden Johnson. He's a sophomore.
I mean, if he can work on Spray, then.
Well, I think Johnson's a little bit more agile. As there's a scuffle for the ball, we're going to have a jump ball call.
And it's Jessieville's, I think.
We got reps pointing both ways. Let's figure out this. Yes, it is going to be
It's
Jessieville's
Jessieville's
ball.
ball.
And the Centerpoint faithful does not agree. And that's usually how it is.
Wow, where does that sound familiar from?
I don't know.
Could it be like every Arkansas game in existence?
That's true. I will say Centerpoint has brought a lot of fans for that being an hour-and-a-half road trip.
Indeed.
Jessieville has brought quite a few, too. They've got both of them got their senior girls squads here. And Johnson, what a drive on the baseline, able to get in. And that is now a 1-point game with 5 minutes left to go here in the third, 32-31.
Feels almost like tennis rally almost. It's just back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, Diggs hesitated on the three. They're not going to kick it out over to Helms. Helms looking inside to Diggs, and they find him the assist from Spray, and they are using Spray as a decoy to get it to Diggs down low, and he is open.
You know, that might be Centerpoint's dynamic duo.
I guess it could be. Since Jessieville's girls got a triple threat, and then Centerpoint's got a dynamic duo.
Oh.
Inside, and it's too high for Johnson, and Rogers is going to come away with it. He's pushing it up the floor here. And they're going to call a blocking foul, and one.
And the Centerpoint faithful are making themselves heard.
Yes, they are. And one right there. That's going to be a foul on Andrew Johnson. No, excuse me, number 5. That is Goodwin, excuse me there.
It is 36-31 in favor of Centerpoint.
So that's Goodwin's first foul, and he does not convert the three-point play. And we have another foul as Goodwin goes up for that one, and he will be fouled. I believe they were going to call that one on Diggs. Let's see.
And it's there. Jessieville's ball now. Throw it in the
that's going to be on Diggs. That's his first. As
Precop's
now you see the
in.
press. Yeah, Precop back in, and you see he's got attached to him. Tate Spray. Johnson now going to kick it off to Morrow. Back to Goodwin inside. Here's the matchup. Precop's going to go up.
Fouled.
Okay, now here's the thing. Who do they call the foul on?
Oh.
Okay, see, they called that one on Ben Oosterhouse. So they called an over-the-back call there. So they don't call the blocking foul, and that one rims just out for Precop. Jessieville down 5 with Precop at the line. He's going to shoot one more, and he just misses both of those.
Score still 36-31 Centerpoint. Had to open them up.
Diggs over here on this side. Johnson. Jessieville looking for a turnover. Inside to Diggs. And that is a 3. No good. And Morrow comes away with the rebound.
And with 3:30 left, score is still 36-31 Centerpoint. 3:30 left in the 3:23 left in the third.
36-31, 3:18 left to go in the third. And a 3, a long arching 3, and that one hit every inch of rim and rims out there for Dinger.
And as a basketball player, you just hate those where it looks like it's going to go in and it just doesn't.
As there is a block, and they block Diggs, and now Morrow's going to push the ball up. Jessieville got to have some offense here. Morrow going to drive the basket. He'll be stripped. No foul call, and that will be a turnover, and Centerpoint will get possession back.
And I view this as like kind of maybe a missed opportunity for Jessieville, but they had Precop on number 11 or 1, which is a massive size disadvantage. So if they'd executed on that, it would have been huge. Like they would have gotten some points and maybe start a rally. Kick it out. And the Centerpoint faithful are making sure that their voices are heard, and they do not like that foul. Wait, no, it was a travel call. Never mind, no foul.
And the coach is also pleading his case. Coach Owens is letting the ref know that he did not agree. So still a 5-point game here, 36-31. Centerpoint with 2:31 left to go in the game. Excuse me, in the third quarter.
Jessieville drives it in, but jump ball. And that is Centerpoint's ball.
So Precop and Spray both battling for the ball down there. So now it's going to be Centerpoint to bring it down the floor. 36-31 is still your score with 2:12 left to go in the third. As that one.
Oh, and the late call gets the Centerpoint faithful angry.
Yeah, and everybody's saying that was a tip. I'm unsure.
I'm unsure simply because that was such a late call. He
didn't call it until like 3 seconds after he touched it.
Yeah, he started taking it back up. He got to the midcourt logo before they started making an official call.
And
both fans do not like what they're seeing
both
right
coaches.
now.
Coach Owens is pleading his case. Oh, this could get interesting fast. Always that one thing that happens in a game that's crazy. So Coach Owens still pleading his case. Ref walks away.
After that long delay, we're finally back to basketball. Oh, he slipped. That's Jessieville's ball. Oh, but he throws it to the wrong team.
And there's a foul.
Ooh.
And this game is getting intense, let me tell you. I mean, we got a 36-31 game with 2:01 left to go in the third. I mean, this is getting pretty intense pretty quick.
I'm just making a guess here, but if I had to count from where we are right now, it seems like Jessieville's fans, while staying quiet and being slightly outnumbered by Centerpoint's fans, they aren't making any noise, which that might not sound like a big deal, but eventually it can make a big deal because then they won't be getting into the heads of the opposing shooters. And then
yeah, I mean, crowd noise is always something that's good. And there's a walk.
Especially right now, Centerpoint, if I had to take a guess at anywhere, has anywhere from 60, maybe 100 people here, that can make a big difference whenever Jessieville's shooting free throws.
Hold on.
And refs.
He just went and told Coach Webb something, unsure of.
I don't know whether it was Coach Webb or a guy in the stands. Told one of them something.
I'm unsure. I don't know. They're going to feed it inside, and the shot is up. No good. Rebound by Spray, and he puts it up.
And
so now a 9-point game, Will.
They've got to start getting something going soon. Those first half three-point misses are really starting to haunt Jessieville. Johnson drives it in. Fouled. Well, there's one Jessieville fan being very vocal, but the others aren't really being that vocal.
They're the silent cheerleaders, which I don't think are particularly what sports is about, but
yeah, a different fan base. And Johnson is about to attempt his first. Is out. And with 1:31 left, after one free throw, 31-40, Centerpoint. And Jessieville just hadn't scored in so long, like several minutes. They just haven't been able to score, which will.
Yeah, the scoring drought that they have been on.
And it is officially ended. They've made one free throw, 32-40, 1 minute 30 left in the third.
Yeah, in the third. Still a lot of ball to be played. An 8-point game, not an 8-score game.
And depending on how you say it.
Inside, and the shot is contested by
and no good. It
Precop,
rims out.
And we're going to have a foul.
And
yeah, that's going to be on Oosterhouse. Ben Oosterhouse, the sophomore.
And that is fourth foul on them.
That's his second personal.
One more foul on Jessieville, or not on Jessieville, by Centerpoint on Jessieville, and they will have the bonus for the rest of the quarter. And because of the rule change to start this year, 5 fouls in a quarter, and then you get don't get one-on-ones, you just get infinite 2
Beautiful
shots.
feed to Precop, able to get up and draw the foul. So now he's got to go to the line. He's got to convert here. He's 0 for 4 on his free throws. So we'll see if he can convert.
0 for 4 in the second half because he was their first 3 points on free throws.
Yeah, and he missed his last 2, and the 2 before that.
And now the Jessieville is in the bonus, and they score again with 57 seconds left, 33-40, Centerpoint. If they can just get if Jessieville can get Centerpoint's players into foul trouble, then things will start to snowball.
And he goes 2 for 2 there.
Oh,
from the
and
line.
was that goaltending or was that across the line? It almost looked like they tried to call goaltending, but 34-40 with 56 seconds left in the half.
6-point game. If they can hold, they could get another possession if they can get a defensive stop. A feed inside to Vic. A beautiful feed to Brentley Vic.
42-34 now with 44 seconds left in the third.
Jessieville's definitely got time to score here.
And it looks like they're trying to work it inside.
Morrow is stuck.
Morrow,
Pull up
Fader,
shot.
and
Bad
doesn't go
shot
in.
there from Spencer Morrow.
And as I've said before, those first half threes are really starting to look inviting for Jessieville to have made. Because if they'd made even 2 of those, it'd be a 2-score game right now, or 2-point game.
Helms over there to Diggs. Back to Helms. Around to Vic. Cross-court pass.
And
Helms
that's
is
wide
open.
open 3.
That's going to be
Oh,
bombed
rims
just
out.
off.
And they get the rebound. 8 seconds left. Pass it to Johnson. Johnson tries to take it up the court.
Wide open, down low.
And he makes it.
There it is. That is
36-42 at the end of the third quarter.
Wow, and we have got us a game here, Will.
Yes, we do indeed.
So it is a 6-point game going into the fourth quarter. So we got 8 more minutes of game, and we will crown a senior boys champion here at Panther Gymnasium. So we will be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Are you broke down on the side of Interstate 30? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. Are you locked out of your car? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. For any towing recovery lockout needs, call Bailey's Towing and Recovery at 501-332-3400. Again, that number is 501-332-3400. Thank you for your business.
And we are back here at Panther Gymnasium as it's going to be Johnson to inbound the ball. So Jessieville down 6, 42-36 game here at the start of the fourth quarter for the senior boys final. Johnson floater, beautiful shot.
Now it's a 4-point game, 38-42, Centerpoint. And I don't really want to jinx it, but I kind of have announcer immunity. I hope that's
no,
a thing.
the commentator's jinx is completely true.
Oh, dang it.
yeah, don't say it.
I'm not saying anything.
They try to get it to spray inside as there will be a foul call.
Just for your information, the 5A football state championship is going on right now. And right now, Parkview, the team that beat Bryant, what was for years regarded as the best team in Arkansas.
Oh, Parkview is by far the best team in Arkansas.
Well, right now, yeah. But Bryant for years before was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're up 14-0 on Central. Shiloh Christian with 11:32 left to go in the
Last
second.
thing I'll say on the subject of Bryant and Parkview, my cousin used to be Bryant's starting center.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
in
crazy.
2020 or 2021.
So he's got a state title
2021.
ring.
Yeah.
And Diggs buries those, and so It is now a 43-38 game here, a 5-point game.
left.
Whoa. Hellam's getting off his feet there trying to deflect the pass. Going to get it over to Morrow. Morrow for three. And misses that one. Rebound by Prekop. Prekop up. Shot no good.
But they get
And
the,
and we have a foul call. See who they call that one on.
and it's just been like, this has been the story of the Jessieville game so far. They just haven't been able to make their shots.
Yeah,
Like
missed shots, opportunities have
they'd
really
even-
hurt them.
Like I've said it before for anyone that's been watching for a while, but like even if they had 2 threes from the first half, they would actually be up right now.
Yeah,
It's just insane what a few misses do.
yeah.
Another foul. Once again on Jessieville. They've got 3 fouls and not even 2 full minutes into the
Fourth
final quarter.
That's
and
the
it's on
second on
Prekop.
Yep, that's Prekop second.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to do commentator's jinx. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, don't say that. Just don't say it. So 43-38 game here at the start of the fourth quarter.
And up and good. Now a 6-point game, 44-38, 6:37 left in the fourth. Morrow is the ball.
Yeah, he's got Oosterhouse working on his screen there.
Morrow's trying to get it in. Back out to Johnson.
Johnson now going to drive, going to kick
Gets
it
it to
to
Prekop, and it's up and in.
beautiful move
40
there.
to 44 with 6:15 left, roughly.
4-point game here, and you got to think this game is nowhere near over.
Oh, no, it is
And
not.
then now we're starting to get press, and no foul there.
Ooh,
And a
Centerpoint didn't
three.
like that.
That's no good. Johnson now looking to move. Johnson on the run. See if he
Johnson
goes by
drives it in.
himself up. And
Ooh,
shot
just
no
no good.
good.
Over
And
the back.
a rebound.
Over the back foul. And Centerpoint gets their wish now.
See who they call it on. That's going to be on number 3. That's going to be Hunter. It's going to be Hunter Pye with the foul.
And that's the 4th foul on Jessieville. And then we're just about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. And they're already, if Jessieville fouls one more time, it's a bonus for the rest of the quarter, which means 2 free throws for all you who don't know.
Yeah, they changed the rule.
Yeah, it changed from 7 fouls to 1 and 1. And 10, I believe it was 10 to the 2 shots guaranteed.
Yeah.
To 5 fouls and a quarter, 2 shots.
So now a turnover there, as you saw on that on the other end, and so Johnson has it. Also, Diggs has checked in for Spray, and so now we have a different matchup down low. There's a 3
Morrow
from
three.
Morrow.
Oh, it just bounces out.
just
That's just their luck this whole game. I mean,
I know. 4-point game, 5:13 left to go.
It's just-
44-40.
It's just that they get some of their shots to land.
Hellam's
it'd be
inside to Vic. Vic up and in.
Good.
Make it a 6-point game, 46-40.
Man, if you're a Jessieville fan right now, you're just wishing you made some of those threes in the first half.
Yeah, Morrow with
Morrow-
one.
And he makes one.
Morrow with a 3, and so 46-43 after the Spencer Morrow 3 from the top of the key. And we will have a timeout on the floor. That one is going to be a full timeout, so we will also take a timeout on the Matt Cove High School East YouTube page, and we will be back right after this.
Do you have some land you need cleared to build on? Call Hartzell Farms and Excavating. Do you need some excavation done on your property? Call Hartzell's Farms and Excavating. Hartzell's Farms and Excavating, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company with 20-plus years of experience in the construction business. Owner Vernon Hartzell will be happy to see how he and his crew can meet your needs. Free estimates can be given by calling the number 870-210-0204. Again, that number is 870-210-0204. Thank you for your business.
And we're back here at Panther Gymnasium as they inbound the ball there. Some press here by Jessieville. Now they're going to look inside. Now going to dribble it back out to the top of the key over here at Helms. Helms coordinating the offense. Around the key. Now going to work it inside. And the shot no good. That's a rebound there by Boyce. 46-43 game with 4:19 left to go in the game. This is for a Battle at the Cove boys title.
Now every stall stat starts mattering. You start getting panicked. This is where, as the saying goes, the boys are separated from the men.
Yeah, that's turnover right there.
Both sides seem to be fond of moving it around the outside, trying to get it in. Spread out this man-to-man that's been semi-effective all game. I'll give them that.
And the lay-in makes it a 5-point game. The baseline drive there and lays it in. So it ought to be interesting how this last 3:38 shakes out if we have a 48-43 game.
Now both sides will start
And,
getting.
oh, here it is. Pre-cop, and he will
Fouled.
draw the foul.
And that's, I want to say it's on 25 Diggs, right?
Let's see who they call that one on. There was a lot. No, they're going to call that one on number 12. That's going to be Vic. That's his third personal. He's been on pre-cop a little bit down low.
I mean, I think it's interesting that Centerpoint doesn't have their other big guy in.
Yeah, well, I think Vic athletically lines up a lot better than Spray does. So it's all about the matchup definitely down low as he gets that one to
And
rattle in.
44-48, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, 4 points in 3.5 minutes. That's anybody's game. So we'll have to see.
It's not like Centerpoint will stand still either. And Johnson gets the steal.
Johnson's got
Johnson.
Helms on him. Morrow up and
Good.
in. Johnson to Morrow.
And this game's momentum has just turned around, and for the first time this game majorly that I've noticed, Jessieville's fans are starting to get into it, and this will make this game very interesting.
Yeah, the press.
Their voices are being heard right now, and this might just fire up their team enough to pull back a comeback.
Yeah, we'll see as they try to work it inside, outside to Oosterhouse. There's Rogers. Oosterhouse going to go across the hell.
Oh,
and there's
and
a
they
steal.
steal it. Boys.
What a steal.
Boys, drags it
Jackson
up the
Boys.
court. Oh,
To
and he
Johnson.
just-
Johnson controls it, though, so now he's got to set up the offense.
Goodwin has it. Back to Johnson.
Ooh, he thought about the three. Man. Okay, now they just slowed it down. And that's what you got to do inside.
Pre-cop.
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 Up and
Oh.
in. Emmanuel
No,
pre-cop.
no, it didn't go in. Didn't go in.
It didn't go in?
No, it like hit the outside and went out.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. Oh, I swore it looked like it went in.
I thought it was going to go in too, and I was just like, oh, dang it.
So, as we will have a 30-second timeout, well, what are you telling your team if you're down 2 with 2:24 left to go, Will?
Keep it up. We got to get some intensity. We just got to execute excellently. You
Yeah.
execute the game plan and just hope that the other team fails. But if you're up in this case, you just want to say, don't let it go. Don't let them get in. Don't let them get it to pre-cop. Bully them in the post, and then get it the other way and score a few points.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do. Is you got to
Just
it's all
secure
about
momentum.
it's all about execution at this point.
And Centerpoint's back out on the court. They've got Spray back in. I think that's how you call it. His name, right?
Yeah, that's Spray. Tate Spray will check in.
He looks like he's at high post.
He is. He's paired up a pre-cop.
It looks like they'll be running something unique, but granted, there's not a lot in sports that isn't unique. But
And there's
Spray
a
gets it down, and
turnover.
Boyce gets it.
He's looking to push fast. Got
Yeah.
Rogers on him. Not going to back it up. Slow it down. Morrow's got it with Oosterhouse on him. 2 minutes left to go in this game. Inside
work
to
it down to
pre-cop.
Pre-cop
Pre-cop's
goes up,
gonna
and
go
he's
up,
fouled.
And he is fouled.
That's on Spray. Oh, how many fouls does he
That's
have?
3. I believe that's 3.
Trish? Ooh. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep, that's the third one on Spray.
1:59 left.
And he's got a
so
chance to tie the game.
1:59 left, and it's
48-46, 1:59 left, and he
and
rattles
makes
that
the
one
first
home.
in. Don't go anywhere if you're watching this. This doesn't get much better than this.
1:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. 48-47 game. Emmanuel Prekop at the line, and
Drains
he
the
ties
second
it
one.
up.
Now this is a ball game.
48-48, 1:50 left to go in this game.
Centerpoint trying to.
And there's a turnover. Johnson's going to go.
Johnson.
He's going to go.
And he lays it in.
And then there it is. Jessieville is going to take the lead with 1:43
And
left to
Jessieville's
go.
rally is just. This is a rally. And now the Jessieville faithful drowning out Centerpoint faithful.
Oh, wow. And we have a timeout, and Johnson and Jessieville are fired up. Wow.
He's got to make sure his troops aren't rattled. We got to make sure they're facing ready.
And so this is a full timeout. So, man, what about this, Will?
Well, this is going to be a great game. It's not like Centerpoint's going to lie down and die, though.
Oh, no, they're definitely not. Coach Owens is down there firing them up. I mean, this is all about high school sports right here. And, I mean, you got two teams that are battling out, blue collar, battle it out. I mean, it's been a dogfight. You got a 2-point game with 1:32 left to go in a fourth. Your big man, he's got 3 fouls. Prekop, they're going to pound it to Prekop in the post if I'm Jessieville. So, you know, you got to be able to have an answer to that. So you double him with Diggs and Spray, but then do you want to leave Morrow or Dinger out there for a 3? And I mean, they've been somewhat successful from beyond the arc, so you really don't know what you're going to do. So I'll be curious to see what Coach Owens.
I mean, it's really a pick-your-poison situation.
It is.
But if I were him, I'd honestly stress protecting the inside so they don't get the foul buckets potentially. Just
the and ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have a team that's only shooting like 20 or 30% from three-point line tonight. I'd take those odds over a foul.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd leave that open simply so it's inviting for him. Thought about 3 for a second. Moving it around the arc.
That's Vic to Diggs. Diggs going to dish it inside to Spray. Spray goes up. Shot no good. Rebound by Prekop.
I'm not sure if y'all can hear him watching this, but I can hear him through the headset.
And Boyce going to foul.
Boyce.
Go up. He dished it at the last second to Johnson as he went up.
And Prekop's fired up.
And he is not happy about something. Unsure what it was.
Prekop's fired up about something. He just slammed the floor volleyball line closer to half court. I'm guessing he hoping he was fouled. Well, that's the 4th foul on number 12 for Centerpoint. That would be...
That's Vic. Yeah, the senior. He's been paired up with Prekop some tonight. So we got 1:09 left in this game. Jessieville has a 3-point lead. Missed free throw there from Prekop.
51-48.
And this gym is absolutely on fire right now.
Centerpoint's fans are outshined by Jessieville. Sorry, wrong team.
So now there is a foul. That one's going to be on Boyce. So now Spray will go to the line with a chance to make it a 1-point game with 56.8 seconds left. And it is getting loud over here on this home side, and Spray misses the first one.
Oh.
So all he can do is make it a 2-point game.
It's like we were talking about earlier. Home advantage in fans is so huge here. And they're using just about everything they can. Kids are jumping up and down, shaking the railing.
This is insane. Spray, the second shot is good. So a 2-point game, and in comes Oosterhouse, and out goes Spray. So now get your shooting lineup in. So he takes Spray out right there. And Jessieville wants a timeout because now you play keep away. They got, because they're going to have to give Centerpoint another possession because the shot clock is, there's a difference between shot clock and game clock. So, you know, you got Coach White over there. You don't know what you're telling you guys. You got to play keep away, but you have to score because a 3 would win the game on the other end for Centerpoint. And I don't want Oosterhouse or Helms getting the opportunity to shoot that three. So you got to play keep away. You got to chew this 35 seconds if you're Jessieville. You have to chew it completely and get a shot at the very end. And if that goes in, that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they
Will.
can't afford to foul either. They're in the bonus now.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a dire situation for the Lions and also a dire situation for Centerpoint as they have to get a turnover. If I'm Coach Owens, I'm saying we have to get a turnover. So this will be an interesting 56.8 seconds left. Jessieville up 51-49. And there it is. They get it up to break up.
Oh, but it's out of bounds on. Oh. I disagree with that one.
Oh.
I disagree with that one. I thought that was out of bounds on Centerpoint.
I don't know. There was two people running for it.
Let's see.
So now,
Let's see.
but they're still differential. So
Yeah.
they're fine.
And
And so now here is defense. Johnson on ball.
Jessieville's fans are being heard right now. Oh, Johnson gets burnt.
Yeah, Johnson trying to go right there and just can't get it.
Boyce working around the outside.
And the shot, rebound.
Boyce
Ooh.
can't afford to foul either. Boyce can't afford to foul. He's on his fourth foul, just like Vic's on the. Oh, they're bringing in Vic's right now.
Yeah, Vic, you got to have a shooter.
Yeah, the only downside to Vic's being out there is he's got 4 fouls too, as well as Boyce. So both sides have one of their better players in. Hold up, what am I trying to say? About to foul out.
Yeah, they're in foul trouble.
And also, for anyone who's like analytical crowd, 100 total points scored this game. 51-49. 27 seconds left. Jessieville lead.
Shot clock inactive. 51-49. Johnson has it.
You've got to foul at this point. There's no other option. And who takes one for the team?
And that is going to be
Number
Rogers.
2.
So now, let's see, center.
And this is just truly.
So now 14.5, and this is going to be an amazing finish because a 3 would tie it if Centerpoint was to get a turnover.
If they get a 3, they actually are in the lead.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's a 2-point game.
Oh, they steal
there
it.
it is.
They steal it, and they go for the layup. Misses it.
And it's blocked.
Blocked.
It's blocked.
Some sort of foul. Foul on Jessieville.
So this is going to come down to free
Oh,
throws.
my.
This is going to come down to free throws.
And this is what you dream of when you're a 6-year-old kid. You're in like some kind of advanced league, high school, college.
Wow.
Professionals.
All right, so it comes down to the senior
Layups.
Brantley Vick, and he
It
misses the first one.
At this point, do you intentionally miss and just hope that one of your guys gets a rebound on a 2? Or do you try and make it?
I don't know. I intentionally missed, but I don't know. He misses
misses
that one. And a rebound.
Shoot it.
3. And it's
Misses
no good.
it. No good, and Jessieville wins it.
Jessieville is the senior boys battle at the Cove champion final here, 51-49.
And Jessieville executes the sweep in both brackets.
Both brackets are taken home by the Lions. Wow, what a thing. And so that will do it. And so it is time to announce a champ. So, Will, I'm going to let you close this one out.
All right. That was Dalton Reed. I'm Will Kazay, your color commentator. This was Panther Gymnasium. Final score 51-49. Jessieville takes home both sides of the battle at the Cove. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.